Hello and welcome to the picturesque and usually tranquil setting of Cadwell Park, a circuit buried deep inside the Lincolnshire countryside. Nature world this is not though, as the green and quiet scenery is replaced for one weekend only. The mountain on this track is being replaced with the sound of motorcycle racing. Cadwell Park has got some hot visitors in town. This is Thundersport GB.
CIA Bike Insurance Thundersport GP1 up next. Over to you, Steve.
Well, here we are for the CIA Insurance GP1 race, and Phil Crowe has stuck it on pole. Fantastic qualifying from him. Look out for Peter Baker on that ballistic missile in second position, and Rob Hoyles in third. Really wants this win for his championship spree. Robin, it's over to you.
Thank you very much, Steve. And it's Phil Crowe on pole position. Number 71, he's got Peter Baker. Number 8 alongside him. Then Rob Hoyles bouncing around. Good start from Rob on the outside of that front row. But look at Phil, it's like a drag race. He's got his boot on the floor as they run up through Coppice. Rob Hoyles, though, grabs the line. And it's going to be Rob Hoyles from Martin Buckles in second place as they run up and through Charlie's.
Yeah, good start from Martin Buckles. He's going to look to really cause Rob Hoyles some problems at the front. He's got a really good start. Gary May's been swamped there. He's in about 7th or 8th.
Well, Martin Buckles, a rider with absolutely buckets of experience and as quick as you like, and off the back of a good start, he could really sort things at the front. There he is in second place, chasing hard after Rob Hoyles. Rob, who's been getting better and better starts of late, and certainly got away well at the front of this one. Here he comes, down through the gooseneck. Look at that in third place. That is Stuart Hall on the number 17 Suzuki, charging hard. He's another rider who's been showing very well in the early stages of the season, but Rob Hoyles, there he is, coming down to the bottom of the mountain. Martin Buckles closing on him. Then Stuart Hall tucked in there just ahead of Phil Crowe. And Phil, who had that bit of a dragster start, but he'll be a bit miffed being back there in 4th place. But we know he's got the speed. Up the mountain they fly, down from the hairpin they come. Hoyles, Buckles, and there Phil Crowe chasing hard after Stuart Hall. Peter Baker moving up, I think, into 5th place. We'll see as, yes, he's made 5th place as he comes up through Coppice. And Phil Crowe right on the case of Stuart Hall. Lovely battles all the way down through the field as usual, Steve.
Yeah, it's another one of the successful classes, the big bikes here, the GP1, obviously an open power bike class effectively. Really got to keep an eye on Phil Crowe and Peter Baker though, both on those Suzukis. They're looking pretty quick.
Yep, Stuart Hall still keeping Phil Crowe behind him as they run out of Chris Curve there. And great times all the way down through the field, but at the moment it's Rob Hoyles who's popped in the fastest lap of the race so far. We'll see who can better that. Still Stuart Hall ahead of Phil Crowe, but look at that. Peter Baker has detached himself from the pack and he's closing on 4th place.
He is, yeah. This is great riding from Rob Hoyles, though. He really wants this. He's not won any race so far this season on that Paul Corns Racing Honda. He really needs 25 points, Robin.
There we see Gary May still nursing his shoulder after an off yesterday. He just lifts the front wheel there and almost gets up alongside Peter Baker. Can't quite find a way through, though. Finding a way through at Hall Bends is one of the hardest things you can do at Cadwell Park. But up the front, Martin Buckles is flat on it and he's trading fastest laps with Rob Hoyles up the front. Now we see the next 4 and Gary May putting in a personal fastest there, just closing down on the group ahead. And look, Phil Crowe just getting ahead of Stuart Hall. Peter Baker is right with him and Gary May is not that far back. It's going to be tight at the front.
It is, yeah. Gary May is obviously trying to cope with his 600. He did mention that he's looking for a bigger bike, so I think he's at the moment pleading to anyone that's got a big bike to lend him it.
It is a bit of a problem for him, isn't it? Because his little 600 is very nimble and suits certain circuits. When we get to the big wide open spaces of Pembrey, which will be the next Thundersport GB meeting, I don't think the smaller machine will necessarily have any kind of advantage there at all, do you?
No, I think he's going to have a lot on there, and he's really going to need to get that big bike sorted pretty quickly. And obviously, there's a lot of work going into the 600, so it's causing a lot of stress on the bike at the moment.
Well, then we see Rob Hoyles, but there's no sign of Martin Buckles. And there's Phil Crowe appeared to be coming out of the escape road. And look, the marshal's on the move. Martin Buckles has gone from this. There's Peter Baker and Gary May, but oh, what a shame for Martin. He was having such a good race in second place. And there, Baker and May over the top into Hall Bends, and Rob Hoyles will be out the front on his own. And there's something up with his machine, and red flags are out, presumably for that Martin Buckles incident. We see Phil Crowe across the line there. Red flags have brought this one to a halt, and well, Rob Hoyles just pulling into the pits, and Peter Baker and Gary May just got across the line there as the red flags came out. So it will be a win for Phil Crowe. Peter Baker second, Gary May third, and Rob Hoyles, after all that effort, only classified fourth ahead of Stuart Hall and Mike Niblett. So Phil Crowe, bit of a local lad. What a great smile and a great winner